Okay, are we live? Okay, I think so. We are live right now. Okay, let's just start from the matches, and let me just 1 minute. Okay. You will see the difference of mic today, right? So, first of all, the match that I want to talk about is Watanabe and Higashino against Lee JH and HSU. From last 2 or 3 days, the main thing that I was talking about is that how much necessary this tournament Canada Open is for Higashino and Watanabe. But yesterday when I said that this match will be fun to watch and maybe Higashino and Watanabe literally easily win this match. But what happened yesterday was that first set I didn't saw that first set, by the way. And when I saw that, yeah, what's happening 21-18, this is not the way Watanabe and Higashino plays. But when I saw the second set, literally it was giving me goosebumps. The Lee and HSU team was at 20, like they were winning that match point, and Watanabe and Higashino were at 18 points, but they covered up until 24-26. Man, this was giving me goosebumps. And literally I was thinking that they will win. Watanabe eventually they will win and they will go for a third set and they will eventually win. But what happened yesterday was a biggest upset that I saw. Man, they were playing totally, the audience that was sitting after this match, they were just gone. Like, we don't want to watch other matches, they just go away. Like, audience were not interested in any other matches. So Higashino and Watanabe are out of this tournament, and man, I didn't wanted that thing to happen. And next thing that I want to talk about is PV Sindhu's match that I saw, and it was good match, and we all know that PV Sindhu was going to win. So that was all for yesterday's matches. I mean, before 12 as per Indian timings before. And let's just talk about other matches that happened. Okay, let's just start with let's just start with Koka Watanabe and Johansson. So as I talked before, this match maybe serve a good purpose. So I'm sorry, Nishimoto played a good match, by the way. He was not that at that level on second set, as you can see from the scorecard. 21-15, 21-7, he lost at 7, so he was not even trying, and third set was easy for him to win. And let's just talk about Li Shifeng's match, and still against Koka Watanabe. He is, I think, so much of a younger and more energized person as I saw his matches, but he finally won against experience of Li Shifeng 21-12 on third set. And then let's talk about our favorite Sen Lakshya against Karagi. As I told you yesterday that he will win easily, but this match I saw the highlights of this match, and the main thing that I saw was Sen Lakshya literally struggling on first set. I don't know what happened with him. His basic shots were not even at that level, and he was just scoring outwards, errors, and so much of things. So look at the scorecard, 21-8. It is not even justable by Sen Lakshya. He plays so good that I don't know what happened. And even look at that, I'm not talking about Sen Lakshya. First set he won against Karagi did so much of that thing on first set. But look at the second set, 21-17, and 17 score is of Sen Lakshya. You see, Sen Lakshya defeated so many good players in last 1 or 2 months, and even in last 6 months, but still a player like Karagi is scoring 17 against him, so that is not justable. And finally he won 21-10, and that's a good score in third set. But I don't think third set is justable by Sen Lakshya. He should have gone for straight 2 so that he can have a more energized energy in semifinals and finals eventually if he goes. Then let's talk about Kodai Naraoka. Of course, he's going to win this, but the last 3 or 4 matches that we saw of look at those last 4 matches of Naraoka, Li Shifeng, then look at those matches, all are going for third sets, and that is not a good thing because you have to, if the matches are like Canada Open and this type of small I will not say it's a small tournament, of course it's Super 500, I think so, but the players levels are not at that, like bigger players like Anthony Shinzuka, Ginting, Victor Axelsen, Shiyuki, not big players are participating here, even Pranav HS is not participating here. So if third set is going, I don't think that matches were easy. Then let's talk about next match, that is Rachnot internal, and that's how you play against less experienced than her. Then HSU easily, look at the scores, 21-13, 21-10, and that's how you play, and that was a good one. Let's next talk about Yamaguchi and the score against Guian. I'm sorry if I am getting that name wrong. 21-14, 21-13, easy match for Yamaguchi. And next that was match was Rachnot Internom, that was a quarterfinal match and not a semi-final match. Zhang gave a walkover to Internon, and Internon is directly going for finals. You see, I will talk about this thing in few minutes, like about semi-final too. But this thing that Zhang is going against Rachnot Internon, and Zhang is giving a walkover. That's like Internon was meant to go for finals because she was eventually going to just win against Zhang, and that was all. And next biggest surprise that I saw yesterday, this match, I even did a community post, if you have seen that Hoki Kobayashi was against Koga and Saito, and as I have talked in yesterday's my live video, that this match should be the biggest match for Hoki and Kobayashi, because the main thing is that the players that they are playing against, Koga and Saito, are from same country. In nationals or international, they eventually have played maybe against each other, so they know their weaknesses, their main things. But the match that I saw yesterday was a amazing badminton doubles match. From so many years I haven't seen this type of double match, men's doubles matches, so it was good. But eventually Hoki and Kobayashi lost against Koga and Saito, and this was a biggest upset that I saw yesterday. And I was literally thinking that they will just be make a deuce or make a even something scores, and they will get back that scores, but they didn't won, and this was the biggest upset for me. And next thing that I want to talk about is Edstrup and Ramsesen. Of course that match was easy for them, 21-13, 21-10, not to talk about a lot. They are going for semi-finals. And next, look at the other match, that is Ehsan and Satyavan, the daddies. But the daddies are approaching retirement. I don't want to say, because I don't want to say any to any players like they should retire or something. But Ehsan and look at the scores of their both daddies, Levi and Wang Chi, 21-17, 21-13. Levi and Wang won against them. Look at the scores, 21-17, 21-13. When Ehsan and Satyavan in round of 32 or 16 maybe, they were playing against our Indian players. I told you, I said in my live video that if they are playing against this daddies Ehsan and Satyavan, their gameplay should be on point. They should at least give a fight to them. Even like this Ehsan and Satyavan are not on their prime. Ehsan and Satyavan daddies were so good that even Kevin Sanjay and Gideon were literally just shaking that how can we just beat them, Ehsan and Satyavan. At that level they are playing, but at that level they are not. If they were 100% at that time in prime, so at this time I can say that Ehsan and Satyavan are just 30 or 35%. So even at 30 or 35%, our Indian players are unable to even score 18 or 17 points against them, and that's a a bad thing, because every country, if in let's talk about Indonesian players, if Ginting is going, next Ginting or someone is just ready for them. If in the men's doubles players, if Ehsan and Satyavanan going, next doubles are ready. So everyone, like if from India, let's talk about Indian players like Chirag Shetty, and this team, this pair is winning from last 3 or 4 months. But if these two players just retire in after 5 or 6 years, what's the next doubles players that will take their mention, like they will represent India in men's doubles? If Shrikant Kedambi, after Shrikant Kedambi and Pranoy HS, we saw that there is a Sen Lakshya, but Sen Lakshya is giving a good start. That's the right tick in men's singles. If PV Sindhu is retiring after a 4 or 5 years, what's next? I don't see any player in women's singles that will take up this type of things, because let's talk about Awan Sehang. She was playing at 17 or 18 years internationally. You see, internationally she was beating every players, like top ranking players, she was beating that. But if let's take an example of Indian players, if someone is 18 or 17 years, I'm particularly talk about men's singles and women's singles, they are not playing internationally, and even if they are playing internationally, they are not beating the top players. When An Singh was 17 or 18, even let's talk about Lee Chong Wei, Linden, when they were just at junior level, they were beating the top class player. You see, beating top class players is not easy. So you have to make next what will be the next players, who will be the next players who will take the mentions of this type of players. So that was everything about quarterfinals of Canada Open 2023. And I will just I will be live at 7 or 8 p.m. today, and we will talk about what will be the semi-final thing and timings and everything. So see you at evening, and I have some other points to discuss about, but let's just make this a live stop here right now. So